Hello everyone, my name is Petite and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we start our vlog for today's people, I hope you guys consider to like and subscribe to my channel. Be with me in my journey as we tackle everything about the Filipinas. You can also click the notification bell, guys. It will mean a lot to me and thank you so much in advance. Alright, for today's topic, I am going to talk about the reason I think why a Catholic country, which is the Philippines, has a rising number of single mom cases. So you probably noticed too, and maybe you're wondering why a Catholic country has a soaring number and soaring cases of single moms. So without further ado, let's begin. The number one reason that I think why the Philippines has a rising number of single moms is that Filipinos are lack of sex education. So as you all know, people, the Philippines is a conservative country, so we barely hear people talking about sex even when we are growing up. And from day one until we finish our degree in college, we never experienced that someone taught us about the sex education because we don't have that kind of subject here in our school. So the people around us, like our teachers, our parents, and even the other people, they never taught us about how to use the birth control pills or how to avoid pregnancy if you want to engage yourself into a sex. Also for men, no one taught them how to use like the condoms or other prevention of pregnancy. All right, so it's one of the reason why teenage pregnancy here in the Philippines are very common now, and because also of the social media, and we know already what the social media can do to our new generations, right? Also here in the Philippines, guys, the use of birth control is very limited. So unlike in your country, people, that you can do whatever you want, you can use birth control and any other planning not to get pregnant. But here in the Philippines, if someone knew that you as a young teenager or as a young person are using birth control, then it's illegal here until you are adult already. And if someone knows that the parents is giving their consent to their child using the birth control or any other family planning, then they will receive a lot of judgment. So instead, the result for that is the teenage pregnancy here in the Philippines. So this teenager doesn't know the importance of not getting pregnant early and getting pregnant unprepared. It's the number one. Another thing is that the abortion here is illegal. So I'm not sure in other country if abortion is legal, but here in the Philippines it's a no-no. It has a big punishment if the government knew that you are purposely doing the abortion here. So instead, the Filipinas, if they know that they are pregnant, would just accept the fact, guys, and they will do nothing. Because in the first place, if you tell to your parents that, oh, your teenager is already pregnant, and you tell to your parents, me daddy, I am pregnant but I don't have the baby daddy, then most of the time parents wouldn't say anything, and they would just accept the fact that their daughter are already pregnant. And also the Filipinos love kids, so most of us like just accept the fact that you're already pregnant, guys, and raise the child alone without the help of someone, especially the baby dad. And number two is that the Filipinos are engaging themselves in an unloyal and responsible Filipino men. So this is like a national sport here in the Philippines, people, that the Filipino man could easily get away his responsibilities. Let's say the Filipino man date a Filipina and he's only playing games. So after he found out about her pregnancy, he could just easily get away, start a new life with other Filipina, and move on with his lives. So as a result, the pregnant Filipina would raise her child alone and without the help of this guy. Also, for marriage couples, what happens is that most of the time here, the Filipino men or the Filipina working abroad, and of course they are not together for a long time, so that is the reason why the marriage or the relationship breaks down. So most cases now, this is the reality here in the Philippines. Either the man or the woman are the one working overseas then the relationship breakdowns and they would split up. Either the kids will be on the mother's side or in the father's side. This is not the same in your country, that co-parenting here is less common. So unlike in other country, kids would stay in father's side for 1 week and then the following week will be with the mother's side. So not here in the Philippines. We don't have the strict law that implementing the father to pay for child support. And also, we know already that most of the Filipina are engaging themselves with a Filipino man without job, or else he has a job but earning only very little amount of pesos a day. So how can the government can implement this kind of law for the daddy to pay for child support if most of the time the Filipina engage themselves to Filipino men without job, or the Filipino men that are only earning a very little amount of money. Like in your country, you can ask the government to do something for this father to pay for child support or even for co-parenting. But here in the Philippines, what happens here is that the Filipino men can move on, go with another Filipina and start a new family with them. It leaves a lot of Filipina become single mom, guys, and raise the child alone without asking any help of the father. So we all know now that here in the Philippines there is no divorce and we have the annulment, but it takes time to get annulled and it's really cozy, guys. So for couples or for partners that are together but unwed, if they split up and the relationship breaks down, easy for men to just move on and be with someone else. So you cannot ask that guy to support your kids or your family because this guy doesn't care anymore and he will leave his family behind without care of his children. So Filipinas would engage themselves into a foreigner and they will get pregnant, and so that by the time that the foreigner needs to go back to his home country and he never go back, it leaves the Filipina without a choice but to just raise the kids alone. So that is our vlog for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you soon again. By the way, guys, if you want to support my small channel through PayPal, I already leave down the link on the description box below, and yes, you can support my small channel, guys. Thank you so much in advance. Bye bye.